Hi everybody, this is Susie. Good morning and welcome to my studio today. So happy that you're tuning in. I have an extra special project here that I'd like to share with you. I made this really beautiful project using all sequin trim, lace trim, braided trim, all from Lizzie Jose, with some stick pins and crystals and beading and feathers from my own stash, along with the beautiful mulberry paper roses from Wild Orchid Crafts. So I hope you like it. I'm going to explain to you what I did here. Okay, this is actually really like a life-size top hat that is wearable. I worked really hard on this hat to get it the way it looks. I wanted a vintage bridal wedding type of look, but for some reason it also came around looking like a little bit more of a country bridal type maybe. I'm not really sure. Maybe because I used a lot of lace and ruffles, but let me explain to you. This hat was hand constructed with lightweight chipboard. Everything is all handmade. After I put it together, I added heavy weighted satin to the top of the hat, around it, and on the brim, and the inside as well, which I'll show you in the end. I've also used several different trims from the Lizzie Jose Zibbet shop, which you can see right here. Let me see if I can zoom up on that. I'm actually using an HD camera, which hoping that it uploads quicker to YouTube, because I've been having some problems there. This is really beautiful trim. One trim, which is the top trim right here, this trim is actually a separate trim on its own, which has the this really pretty white satin ruffle along with the lace attached to it, and then a wider lace below it, same idea, the ruffle satin with the lace. Very, very gorgeous. This is absolutely my favorite. It's a piece of trim, and it just made it to go around with the piece that was given to me to go around the hat. It's kind of like a scalloped floral rosette type of trim with silver sequins and little tiny silver, I don't know if that metallic braid of some sort. There's also the very pretty organza type of rosette there that's in the middle. Very, very pretty. And then there's also this trim that you see right here that I used going down the center of the hat just to give it some highlight there, because it was solid white. And that trim is also very pretty. It's got like a sparkle to it. And I used some of Lizzie's beautiful mesh faux rhinestone there, along with the flat back pearls that are surrounded the top brim of the hat. Very, very pretty. I love that. That's like a shimmery pearl white. Very beautiful. I also use these really, really pretty sorry guys. I also use these really pretty right here leaf flourishes, and like a very, very pretty crystally type, more of a plastic crystally type. They're my favorite. I love working with those. I also use right here one of those little flowers, the acrylic flowers. Very beautiful. Trying to not get this blurred. Hoping you can see that clear enough. I also used some of the porcelain white roses in there and some of my pearls. These stick pins are mine, and I added some of my crystal beads and various different pearl beads that I had in my stash. I also used this, again, very pretty, this is the back of the hat. I used the very pretty Lizzie's lace here that I went all around with the hat and kind of made like a tail hanging from the back. So that looked really pretty, and in the center I used the faux rhinestone. Just beautiful. And if you could see that bow that I made, it's a mesh bow, and I tied it with some white satin ribbon and then wrapped some of the faux rhinestone around that, if you could see it, and I set it flat right into the center of the back of the hat. Very, very beautiful. I'm just going to turn the hat again. On this side you also see some of these really pretty ostrich type feathers that I used. You can certainly get those at Michael's craft store. That's where I got them. And the hat brim is pushed up on both sides, and if you could see, it kind of stands up a little bit. Now I'm just going to show you like the flip side, which it really isn't as neat as I was hoping for. This is the first time that I actually lined the inside of the hat, but next time I do it, I have another idea how to put this whole thing together, so it'll be a different technique that I'll be doing. But I did try to make it look nice and neat by putting some of my trim around here from my stash and wrapping sections of the heavy weighted satin around the hat, and it just looked nice and neat. And I also put in there, at least it's not just yucky looking or flat. So it's actually, if you put it on a headband or tie some strings to it, you can actually wear this on your head. I mean, I don't know of a bride that's going to want to wear this, but it certainly is definitely a conversation piece. Getting to the beautiful mulberry paper roses that are absolutely outstanding. WildOrchidCrafts.com has an array of fabulous flowers. They are absolutely beautiful. I don't have any other words to say how gorgeous their roses are. I mean, stunning, lifelike, extremely, extremely. And I'm not saying that because I'm using them or I designed for them. Wild Orchid Crafts is a beautiful, beautiful people. Paul and Siri are very generous to all of the design team members. Speaking of Wild Orchid Crafts design team members, we have a Wild Orchid Crafts site here on Facebook, and I'm hoping that you can go on over there and check it out. Also, Wild Orchid Crafts, their store online. These are absolutely beautiful flowers, and these flowers are new. I will put everything in the drop down box below here, so if you're interested you can go and have a look on your own and get some of those so that you can craft and make something as well. All of these flowers from Wild Orchid Crafts are in the color scheme between white and ivory. Just really beautiful. And this one right here happens to be one of my favorites. That is a new flower that just came out. Absolutely stunning. I have to say, I keep repeating myself. And of course, my favorite, the calla lilies. I posted the photos of this yesterday on Facebook, and I had such an overwhelming reaction of private messages and other messages and comments. And really, I was taken back by the response that happened so quickly. I mean, in a matter of less than 3 seconds, I think it was 34 messages that I had, and so many comments and people. I really just want to say I appreciate everything. I know this is a combination project between Lizzie Jose and Wild Orchid Crafts, and I will put all of the information, again, like I said, in the drop down box below, so that you can go ahead and have a look and enjoy for yourself these beautiful embellishments for any project that you would like to use. These roses will also be listed in drop down box below. Look how elegant they are. Everything was applied with a hot glue gun. On the side here there's some smaller flowers, and what I did was to get that flower to be smaller, I just took off 2 layers of the flower itself to get it smaller. So if you're ever doing a project and you need a smaller rose, you can certainly do that. You see those smaller roses in there? These right here, those hip bud roses? They're absolutely beautiful in person. Wild Orchid Craft flowers, They are so lifelike, it's not even funny. I totally enjoy using them. I absolutely adore them. They're absolutely beautiful. And again, I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry, you guys, but I'm just twisting this so that you can see it once again. Those flowers, the center flower is white, but the outside is more like an off-white almost. And I will certainly put all of these items in the drop-down box below so that you can go ahead and have a look yourself. And you can see how the tail of the hat hangs down. Very beautiful. This took me a couple of hours to make because I was being really sensitive about the entire project. Okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed seeing this hat. I don't know what it is, but I'm on this kick with top hats. I have an awesome idea coming up. It'll be a total Suzie project. It is a hat, but you have to see it because it's going to be totally different from any of the hats that I've ever made, so I'm hoping that you can stay tuned. If you have any questions, please send me a private message and I'll be happy to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. So again, thank you so much for watching, and by the way, I'm so sorry that I haven't been in touch with you regularly on Facebook or responding. My dog had puppies and I have been around the clock every 2 to 3 hours since March 30th, so please be patient with me, and I promise to show you outstanding and beautiful work as I normally do in a timely fashion. I usually record much more and show many more videos, but this time I've been like totally super crazy. So okay everybody, thanks so much for watching Wild Orca Crafts Design Team Project along with Lizzie Jose. Stay tuned for more. Have a great day. Oh, and by the way, my blog is suziecrafter10.blogspot.com, and I'd be happy to be your friend on Facebook under Suzie Crafter. Thanks again for popping in today. Take care, everybody. Bye.